Today we are at Flatiron Copse, Mametz Wood. We're here to honour a few people, show you some pictures, play you some audio. Let's take you around here. Okay, we're inside Flatiron Copse. Now this was named after a nearby plantation resembling a flat iron, initially used by field ambulances and frontline units to bury dead from the fierce fighting around Mametz Wood. 1,572 identified bodies, many 38 are Welsh Division, notably for housing 3 pairs of brothers who died the same day and are buried side by side. Henry and Thomas Hardwidge were colliers from Ferndale in Wales, Ernest and Herbert Philby, and Arthur and Leonard Tregaskis. July the 11th, final stage of the Battle of Mametz Wood. Thomas, aged 25, was fatally wounded by a German sniper. Henry, aged 24, rushed to his aid, but was also shot and killed. They died in each other's arms, buried side by side. Plot 8, row F, graves 5 and 6. A third brother, Morgan, survived despite being wounded twice. Here we are at the graves of the brothers, the Hardwidges. Henry and Thomas were colliers from Ferndale in Wales. July 11th, final stage of Mametz Wood. Thomas, aged 25, was fatally wounded by a German sniper. Henry, aged 24, rushed to his aid but was also shot and killed. They died in each other's arms, buried side by side. A third brother, Morgan, survived despite being wounded twice. What we're going to do, we're going to leave a little poppy for these guys, straight down the middle. Rest in peace, the Hardwidge brothers. We are at the graves of Arthur and Leonard Tregaskis. Lieutenant Arthur Tregaskis, aged 25, enlisted together in the 38th Division on July the 7th, 1916, during the initial assault on Mametz Wood. Leonard was wounded by a sniper. Arthur rushed to his aid and was also fatally shot, buried side by side. Their commanding officer noted they were splendid officers held in deep affection and real pride by the whole battalion. There's a picture. The Tregaskis brothers. Rest in peace, guys. Again, we'll leave you a little poppy down the middle. Rest in peace, guys. Still in Flatiron Copse, we've come to the grave of Corporal Eddie Dyer. He was one of the younger recipients of the VC, enlisting underage in East Surrey Regiment in 1912. Earned a VC at 19 on April the 20th, 1915 at Hill 60 near Ypres. Dwyer used his same for recruitment drives in Britain before returning to the front September 3rd, 1916, aged 20. Likely killed by shell fire at Guillemont, Body recovered and buried plot 3, row J, grave 3. Bears the inscription, he died for freedom. His brother, Charles, died in Salonika, 1917. And here we have a little recording of Eddie Dyer.
There was only one thing to cheer us up on the march, that was singing. We used to sing Tipperary choruses, invented by some of the chaps. Tipperary was in full swing then, and they'd always gone to something they'd invented themselves. It used to buck us up, and we would march all the better for it. Sometimes we'd sing of some of C.H. Eliot's songs, you know, the chocolate-coloured tune, but we'd always go into something we'd invented. I don't think I've got much of a voice for singing, but I try and sing one or two of the choruses we used to sing. We're here because we're here, because we're here, because we're here. We're here because we're here, because we're here, because we're here. We'd be far better off, far better off, far better off in a hug. Here we are, here we are, here we are again. Hello, 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 hello. Here we are, here we are, here we are again. Hello, 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 hello. Woo!
Corporal Eddie Dyer, everybody.